Next is the classification of a gasifiers. We'll see the various types of the gasifiers. So under which uh, the types of a glass gasifiers, the downdraft gasifier, updraft gasifier, crossdraft gasifier, the fluidized bed gasifier, twin fire gasifier. Although the updraft and downdraft or crossdraft gasifiers have been most commonly used systems. So among these five types to be named over here, the types of a classifiers. So these updraft and downdraft gasifiers as well as the crossdraft gasifiers are mostly used in the production of this in gas. So this again the process with respect to the reaction zones, the drying at 150 degree, pyrolysis 300 to 500, and then oxidation 800 to 1500 degrees Celsius, reduction process 700, that is a lesser, it's the 700 to 1100 degrees Celsius, which produces the producer gas. Well, we'll see the updraft gasifier is also known as counter current gasifier. The name itself indicates. So, in the all type of a biomass, in case of a updraft and downdraft, the biomass is fed from the top, whereas the inlet of the gases varies. In case of updraft, the name itself indicates from top, bottom to top, it goes out as a gap, whereas in other case, that is a downdraft, the gas comes along with the biomass. That's why that is known as downdraft or co-current. It is a count. So next, the downdraft or co-current gasifier. It's also known as the co-current gasifier as the the downdraft or co-current gasifier as the gas air along with the mass moves in one direction. So this is designed for the tar, that is a high volatile compound material. The main advantage is to produce the low tar content gases, which is suitable for the engines. So the with respect to the various zones, that is a fixed bed zone, we have seen there are four zones of the reaction takes place in the gasifier. That is a drying process. It is a removal of the moisture content from the feedstock to make it as a dry feedstock, followed by pyrolysis. It's a decomposition of the chemical matrices to make it into the three fractions. That is a solid, liquid, and gases form. The solids is the coke, as well the liquids are the tar, and gases are the carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. The oxidation is a process where the with the presence of the oxygen, the reaction takes place. Mainly the carbon molecules which reacts with the oxygen in partial and complete, as well as the water molecules. Whereas when it comes to a reduction process, that is a actual gasification process in which the gas is produced. We can see the gas production over here. It includes the six major the six steps. In that six steps, so mainly they reacts with the pyrolytic gases and then produces the carbon monoxide, hydrogen, and methane. Carbon monoxide, hydrogen, and methane, these are all the, whereas the carbon dioxide also comes out, that is a non-combustible gas component, which is to be impurity in this. Then updraft gas, it is also known as the counter current. The air moves from the bottom to top. That means the first it crosses the reduction, then oxidation and pyrolysis. That means the resulting combustion produces a gas rich in the hydrocarbon. That is, a tar will be more in case of the updraft gasifier. So this is a picture of the ground downdraft. See here, the downdraft, the fuel is added from the tap, as well as the air is added from the in this direction, air moves, the fuel as well as the air moves in this direction. So therefore, so this air will not contain, this producer gas will not contain the tar, the low quantity of the tar will be present in the down draft gasifier. Then the cross draft gasifier, in the cross draft gasifier we can see the air enters in the what is known as, that is a reduction zone, and then it exits from above in the pyrolysis zone. That means the air which is passes through the reduction zone, the combustion zone and reduction zone. So this the zone of reduction, which is also known as the hearth of the your gasifier, hearth, HEARTH, hearth. Okay, this when it comes to in a, the discussion, the gasifiers is having a very good advantage over the compact construction and low cleaning maintenance, and there is no need of a grade. The ash falls to the bottom and does not comes in way of sea as air moves in this direction. Okay, so air enters in the center and leaves just above it. So there is a no incorporation of the here the ashes fall down. So therefore the producer gas, which is does not having the contact with the ash composition to carry along with the producer gas. So this is regarding the uh, cross draft gasifier. When it comes to a fluidized bed gasifier, the name itself indicates the bed which is formed at the bottom of above the grate. Here you can see there is a grate, above the grate there will be bed. So above the bed we used to add the biomass material. So usually here the bed material will be sand or char. So they will be added, and then the air will, or air, oxygen or steam will be sent to the your fluidization purpose. And once the process starts, that is a fluidization starts, the drying and pyrolysis process will be taken place very faster. And particular the fluidized bed dryer maintains the temperature 550 to the 1000 degrees Celsius. Here you can see the drying and pyrolysis reactions very rapidly it will be. Why? Because the particles which are all suspended in this fluidization come in contact with all the every nook and corner of the particle will get in contact with the heat, and then they will be reduced, they will be converted into the energy gases. So that's why the process of the reaction will be taking place very faster in the early cases. Further, the char will be oxidized with in the oxidization uh, zone. Well, now we'll see the advantages and disadvantages of the various types of the gasifier. In case of the updraft gasifier, the gasifier type which is having the high charcoal brown, this is a property. The property of the gasifier they are given. The updraft gasifier which is having a high charcoal burnout capacity, high fuel to gas conversion efficiency, and accept the fuels with a higher moisture content. We have seen in the feed characteristics, these particular updraft gasifier can accept more than that is less than 50 percentage of the moisture content, right? So when it comes to advantages, it is a updraft is a very simple, and disadvantage is a high tar comes along with the producer gas. Why? Because the gas goes from top to bottom. That means it passes through gasification zone, oxidation zone and pyrolysis zone. In this pyrolysis zone we can get the tar and comes along with the, so therefore the tar will be more in case of the updraft gasifier gas, whereas the down draft gasifier gas, you see the property best option for uses in the gas engines. The gas engine adaptability is feasible in case of the downdraft gasifier at lower loads, pure particles in the gas and the fuel requires are very strict in nature. When it comes to advantages, the low tar content, the downdraft gas comes along with the biomass and goes leaves at the that is below the ash contained chamber. That means whatever the zones which is passes through the volatile matter zone, where the tar is produced, is a pyrolysis zone from which it passes through oxidation and the reduction. In the both the cases, the tar will be cracked into the volatile gases, and therefore the composition of the tar will be very less in case of downdraft, and it is the best suitable for the engine gas, and limited. The disadvantage is limited for scale up. Very limited scale up is a possible. That means a small level, small scale type of a downdraft gas fan can feasibly it can be designed. The temperature, low temperature is required, so as it passes through high temperature zones of oxidation, and that if the tar is more, then it needs a condensation. The low temperature means the condensation purpose we need a low temperature. The high amount of ash and dust can also be type of feedstock can also be used in this one. Right, then the cross draft, the characteristic, the major characteristic of cross draft is a due to high temperature, the gas cleaning requirements are very low. Cross draft, because in cross draft you have seen it enters in the oxidation and hearth and exits above the hearth. That means it does not needs any the extra cleaning purpose for a gas which consists of any, say for example, ash molecules or suspended molecules. So whereas advantage, when it comes to advantage, it's a best suitable small scale operations. The disadvantage is again it is a high tar content, because the gas which is passing through the oxidation and reduction, then it passes through. So whatever the tar comes after the pyrolysis zone, which adds to the producer gas. That is a disadvantage we can see in case of the cross draft. And fluidized bed, there are uniform temperature profile. As the name itself indicates, the fluidization of the particles can have an opportunity to contact with the best heat and mass transfer, and they can reaction can be very faster, and the accept fuel various fuel sizes. Ash melting point of the biomass does not lead to clinkering deformation. See, in case of the fluidized bed, see, we are suspending the particles. There is no lying of the particles or a biomass. So therefore, there is no chances of accumulation of the ash, that is a slagging or a clinkering formation over the coke particles. That is a very the biggest character of the advantages side, we can say it as. So when it comes to an advantage, the compact construction, the system is very complex due to low biomass held up in the fuel bed, and that is advantageous side. And the variety of the biomass can be used in this one, the various size of the particles they have mentioned. And then the biggest disadvantage is gas stream contains fine particles of the dust. So because the entire reaction takes place in a single bed, so the drying, pyrolysis, oxidation and reduction. So once the gas comes out of these things, along with the ash, because there is no clinkering, there is no slagging formation, so whatever the ash particles come, they will be suspended. So when we are taking out the gas from the out of the fluidized bed, it contains mainly that ash molecule. So therefore it passes through the cyclone separator, which is integrated with the fluidized bed. Then the entertained type of a gasifier. The major advantage is application to the larger system, and the investment cost is very high. So here we can see the practical implication of the draft gasifier was developed to convert the high volatile fuels. The high volatile fuel can be used to convert thermally. We can convert into the producer gas, which can produce a low tar gas. The high volatile biomass feed can be fed to the drowned off gasifier to produce the low tar. So similarly, in case of updraft, widely used for coal gasification are non-volatile. This means the updraft gasifier is suitable for even for high volatile fuels to produce low tar, whereas downdraft gasifier is not suitable for high volatile. Instead, that is low volatile or non-volatile fuels can be used to crack or produce the biomass based producer gas, which is definitely is having the tar, because which passes through the it is updraft is a counter current gas passes through the gasification and oxidation and pyrolysis zone. When it passes through the pyrolysis zone, it carries the high volatile compound, so therefore the tar will be more. So this a brief description of the chemical reactions takes place in the so here additionally they have added the tar decomposition. To decompose it, the tar, there are two ways. We can lower the temperature of the gasification to in order to condense the tar, or else it has to be increased. So we'll see about the small powered engines application of the this producer gas. The where and all the producer gas can be applied, we'll see. The engine adoption operation. The producer gas technology useful to produce the combustion of the heat, shaft power generation, electricity from the widely used biofuels, right? The gasifier type suitable for this shaft generation. The updraft and fluidized bed gasifiers are slowest response, as they contain the more tar, cannot be expected to follow the loads. The gas from the both updraft and fluidized bed, so as I told, they are not suitable because of its tar content. The fastest response time, we can say the downdraft and cross draft gasifiers can be best suited for the shaft power generation applications. The sizing of the producer gas to the engine is a very common problem among the gasifier to be used for shaft power generation. Here you can see the oversized gasifiers. If we are using the oversized gasifiers, what happens? So oversized gasifiers produces excessive tar, because there is no chance of a condensation of the tar can takes place. So therefore the excessive tar can reduce the efficiency of the conversion. So similarly, the undersized gasifiers, if it is incorporated, then the pressure drop will be there, and the weak gas will be very weak, become the producer gas, and there is a temperature can also be fluctuation. So as a result, the efficiency of the shaft run can be reduced. So therefore the sizing is needed to be done by actual horsepower needed by depicting the depicting the operating horsepower of the vehicle is measured with respect to the gasoline, with respect to the gasoline. So the average vehicle engine power required from gasifier may be calculated with respect to gasoline mileage and the cruising speeds. So with help of these gasoline mileage and cruising speed of the vehicle, we can calculate the what exactly the vehicle the power is, the sizing, we can say the power of HP is needed to be designed that type of a gasifier, neither oversized or nor undersized. The HP, that is a power required, is equal to cruising speed is miles per hour into the conversion, that is HP hour per gallon. So then divided by then denomination gallon mileage at cruising speed, that's a mileage per gallon. So okay, this gives out this HP gives out the exact the sizing of the actual horsepower needed for a vehicle. So in order to overcome these problems, that is a oversized and undersized. So this is the adoption